I'd also like to thank our board members who also contribute to this dream. At this time, I'd like to introduce them. Most of them are standing back here, so I'll have them wave, please. Our board president, Carmen Avalos. Our vice president, Dr. Shin Lu. Our board secretary, Marissa Perez. Board member, John Paul Dreyer. Board member, Zurich Lewis. Board member, Dr. Sandra Salazar. And our student trustee, Daniel Flores Resendez. We're delighted today to have you here. This center serves 125 children, and the facility features 2 large classrooms that support 4 groups of students, the support facilities necessary, office space, and of course a kitchen. The innovative outdoor educational facility includes climbing areas, underground tunnels, art studio, and the California-themed learning spaces of mountains, beach, urban, and agricultural areas. If you're fans of the California Adventure Soaring Over California, strap on because we're ready to take a ride. This $6.1 million project includes 9,000 square feet of space for children on an acre site. In addition to providing a wonderful educational learning environment for our young children, it also serves as an educational classroom for our future teachers in child development and early childhood studies program. In fact, this center is designed as an outdoor classroom demonstration site for the County of Los Angeles. We also have very strong partnerships with the surrounding child development centers, such as, well, we even have friends in Italy, and our students from Cal State Dominguez Hills and the University of Laverne. We assure you that the people who will use this building, our young children, our students, our faculty and staff, will have an improved learning environment to help foster students in their successful endeavors. We want to look at this facility as a place of the future. When you take ambitious students, award-winning faculty, and a dedicated staff, this is the result. I'm honored today to dedicate this facility. It wasn't long ago we were doing the groundbreaking. And thank you again for your generous support. And I want to remind you, after all the speeches are done, we're going to let you play. So, we're going to have a ribbon cutting after this, and then we invite you all to come in and see what the children get to experience. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stadium, or to the stage, Dr. Marissa Perez. I just gave her an educational promotion. Miss Perez. And I called her name wrong. Carmen Avalos.
Hello everyone, buenas tardes, ¿cómo estamos? First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to be here with us and to really celebrate, I think, the coming together of many, many folks to make this happen for our young children, who ultimately, you know, we want to make sure that we support our community at large, and we have to start with the youngest ones because this is the time in their life where everything is being absorbed, their minds are growing drastically, and we want to be able to continue to support them as they move on the path to college. First of all, again, my name is Carmen Avalos, and I am the president of the Board of Trustees here at Cerritos College. I'd like to take this opportunity first to thank our elected officials from our local communities who are also here to join us in celebration of this grand opening. I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Michael Wong, field representative for Congresswoman Linda Sanchez. Wait, I'm not sure where he's at. Secondly, from the city of Cerritos, Mayor Mr. Mark Pulido, who is here also. Then we also received an acknowledgement from Supervisor Don Canabi's office, who no one from his office is here attending, but wanted to acknowledge the ongoing support that he provides to our college. Again, thank you for joining us on such a memorable occasion when we have the opportunity to open up a facility that will really truly inspire our students and support our college-going students as well in supporting their children and making the difference for them starting at a very young age. On behalf of my colleagues on the board, I want to convey how much it is a pleasure to formally dedicate this Child Development Center. We're equally as pleased that you're all here sharing this moment with us, because ultimately this is your building, this is your community, and this is a learning environment for our children. First, let me extend again a generous thank you to all of our partners, particularly our citizens in the community who supported the passage of the GEO bond, and to expand this opportunity and facility for our students to continue to learn and thrive in their own community. It is with your support that this innovation and state-of-the-art campus stands here before you today. You've all helped us realize a vision for the future of Cerritos College students. Thank you so very much for investing in your community. 27% of community college students in the nation have children. However, finding affordable childcare in a facility that allows our students to continue growing their academics, and more importantly, to continue to socially be involved and be able to grasp and take in all of the knowledge that is expected of them as they continue to get older. So finding such facilities that are able to support the needs of our students is wonderful. And here at Cerritos College, we know what our student parents face. Believe me, finding a high-quality campus and child development programs that are stellar is difficult at times. But here at Cerritos College, we support that. And this new facility will provide that assistance that our students so desperately need to continue to support their families. Our student parents need complete college access while also successfully raising their children. We at Cerritos College understand that. The center is going to play a critical role in our students' educational endeavors and attainment, and in facilitating a pathway for their own children to have learning is exceptional. Indeed, our mission here at the college is to embrace a diverse student body and population within our own community that we ultimately all serve, which includes not just supporting our students, but supporting their families, our staff who have children here, and provide them with quality instructional programs that support our students overall. What stands before you here today is a sign of our continued dedication and commitment to the community. What stands before you here is really a symbol of our collective coming together and commitment to ensure that student success starts with our families and ends with our students, and ultimately embraces the community. And again, providing equal access and educational opportunities for all students, regardless of age. In marking this historic moment, we re-emphasize our commitment as a board and as a community to ensure quality higher education for all students and for all the generations to come. Thank you again for being here with us today, and for again attending this ceremony that ultimately brings our young minds together, a collaboration of the community, and a commitment to continue to foster higher quality education for all. Thank you so very much for being here.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for being here. My name is Sandy Marks, and I'm the Dean for Health Occupations, and I get to oversee the Child Development Center with those responsibilities. So thank you so much for taking away from your busy day to be here with us today to celebrate the opening of the temporary Child Development Center and the permanent playground. September 11th, 1973. Now, as we believe this date to be as accurate as possible, and we have Jan Senf, my division secretary, to thank for that, because she was able to go through some very old files to try and find that date for us. February 4th, 2015. That brings us today. So depending on how you do your math, we're standing here 41 or 42 years later because of the efforts of the staff, faculty, and deans that preceded us. In fact, many of them have been asked to join us today, and we thank them. I just happen to be the lucky one to be able to stand here today and share all of this with you. In the fall of 1973, Mrs. Louise Hastings, a newly elected Board of Trustees member, had a vision to offer the student population campus child care. We stand here today because Dr. Fran Newman, Dean of Student Affairs, served as the first manager for the CDC, and then in the spring of '74, Lillian Escobar was hired to serve as the Child Development Manager. These three women are responsible for the first Cerritos College Child Development Center at Nemes Elementary School located in Artesia. In the spring of 1975, the Child Development Center was moved on campus. So despite multiple moves, we meet here today. And I hope we meet 2 more times. One for the groundbreaking for the permanent child development structure, which is planned to go on the opposite side over there by those buildings, and for the ribbon cutting for that structure. I'm just hoping it won't take us 41 years to get there. We want to thank the community for believing in our children and wanting to provide them with the best possible learning environment, also known as the third teacher. Please enjoy the modular buildings and the playground. We hope that you allow your inner child to come to life during your exploration after the ribbon cutting. And now, I would like to present to you Deborah Ward, the current director of the Child Development Center.
Hi, we have a lot of friends here. Just raise your hand before we get started if you're a current student of the Child Development Center. Raise your hand. All right. Raise your hand if you're an alumni of the Child Development Center. Raise your hand if you're an alumni. I see some alumni over here. Okay, great. Well, welcome. Today I stand before you on behalf of the Child Development Center staff, the Child Development faculty, our students, the children and their families to say thank you. And welcome to our new home. We are honored that you have taken time out of your busy schedules to come here today in support of this project. So many of you had worked long hours to share in the excitement of this ribbon cutting ceremony. Your presence is humbling, as is this special day. While we honor the competencies of children and open new perspectives for students about the complex ways in which children learn. 9 years ago, the staff and faculty visited the schools in Reggio Emilia, Italy. The education for children and the interactions among the adults was so profound, it touched us in ways that we could never imagine. And we couldn't even explain it. We only knew that we wanted to provide that kind of education and relationship building for those we served at Cerritos College. On the walls of the Lois Marliguzzi Center, it read, "Our experiences also confirms that children need a great deal of freedom. The freedom to investigate and to try to make mistakes and to correct mistakes, to choose where and with whom to invest their curiosity, intelligence, and emotions. Children need the freedom to appreciate the infinite resources of their hands, their eyes, and their ears, the resources of forms, materials, sounds, and colors. They need the freedom to realize how reason, thought, and imagination can create continuous interweaving of things that can move and shake the world." So today, we present to you our interpretation of our image of the child and the complex roles adults serve in collaboration with them. What you will see then is a facility designed that speaks to our experiences of the type of freedom we believe children deserve. But before we proceed to officially cut the ribbon, we want to recognize those that contributed to creating our vision and values and bring it into a reality. So as I call your name, I'm going to embarrass you. Come on up and please be recognized. All of the contributors may not be here, but if you are a representative or if you work in those companies, please come forward. For the design team, and the other thing I'm going to say is I'm not going to say your last name if that's okay, so I don't want to mess up your last name. And for purposes of time, I'm just going to call you by your first name. So the design team, Manesh, Amar, and Larry of HPI Architects, please come forward. Woody, of Woodward Dyke Associates, our landscape architect. Mark and Linda of Hall and Foreman, the civil engineers. And in the inspection team, Darwin from Vinewood Company and Mike from Converse Consultants. In the construction team, Manny, Scott of Lee and Stars, the grading company, Brian and Dominic of ABBCO Plumbing, Phil and Brian of Mel Smith Electric, Valentine and the Rothweilers at Carr Construction, all of the concrete that you see. Jeff and JRH Construction. If you are here, come forward, please. Landon and Mark from Preferred Landscape. Bob and the team at Silver Creek Modular. And from the project management team from Tilden Coyle, we have Jimmy, Dang, and Jay. Please come forward. And we can't do it alone without our Cerritos community. So David, Shannon, and Tom representing facilities, please come forward. And Patrick, Mario, and MA from our technology and IT department, please come forward. And from the Child Development Center, 2 parents from our Parent Advisory Club that spent as much time and hours as I and the staff did here on weekends, evenings. Daisy Campos and Patricia Del Castillo, please come forward. If it wasn't for them, we would not be able to move over here because they orchestrated all the boxing and packing and labeling. They did a phenomenal job, so thank you. And I have a very special guest in the house. In 2010, the staff conducted a project called Superheroes because all the children love to be superheroes. And with the creativity of our architect, Larry, he saw the book called Superheroes Can Be Friends. And I want to just read to you what a young lady at 4 years old said about superheroes being friends. And she says, "Friends play together and don't fight. My superheroes are holding hands, they're friends." So Larry the architect saw her drawing in the book that we had published called Superhero Friends in 2010. And we are happy to say that that is our new logo. As you can see, the staff have it on their shirts. It's at the side of the building. And Maya, if you will please come forward. I think she's now in 3rd grade or 4th grade. Oh, 3rd grade, excuse me. So we want to say thank you, the staff, the child development faculty. And I'm going to read this because I'm going to start to cry. We thank you for your collective commitment and creativity. We thank you for giving your community's children the combination of support, opportunity, love, and high expectation every child needs. Thank you. Sophia, come on over and help them give out their gifts, okay? Raylene, come on up. Okay. So we're going to help them, and I'm now turning this over to, the kids, the children. Come on up. You're going to sing. Great. Right.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to join you in the opening of the new Child Development Center at Cerritos College. As the mayor of the city of Cerritos, I would like to congratulate Cerritos College, including the Board of Trustees led by Board President Avalos, and the rest of the trustees, the administrators led by Dr. Lacey, the faculty and staff on this special occasion. You all are to be commended for this beautiful new facility that will benefit numerous student parents and their children, in addition to serving as a training laboratory for future teachers in your child development and early childhood programs. The city of Cerritos is thrilled to celebrate the continuing growth and success of Cerritos College, and I can't think of any better way to celebrate the opening of the Child Development Center, but to have the young children front and center and a part of this program today. I really view this not just as a child development center, but a child empowerment center. So I would like to at this time present this proclamation to Dr. Lacey, to Board President Avalos, to Dean Marks, and Director Deborah Ward in recognition of this wonderful historic day.
When Deb was talking about who was a current child here, who had been an alumni of the program, she forgot one important thing. Who would like to be here every day? Everybody raise your hand, yeah. Well, you can tell the enthusiasm, and if you can't have that little pitter of your heart after that, I don't know what. But we're going to show you something that's quite amazing. So I'd like you to direct your attention. We're going to do the ribbon cutting at the door.
Oh, look at those big scissors. What do you think about that, guys? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Are you ready? I didn't hear you, so that's why I kept talking.
like the setup. The center is very nice, green, a lot of green, the plants, and pretty nice. It's welcoming. You feel good about it. I think they have many places to explore, and that will help them to, to learn whatever they need to learn. So I'm pretty sure that in any given day, they can go so many places and learn from different things they haven't yet.
My granddaughter went to the old school and she just loved it, and she's out there, still out there on the grounds. My grandson, he hates to leave. And when I pick him up, he loves it. Yes, it's really nice. Oh, by all means, there's so much more space, and the grounds, the play area.
Everything. Except the mountain. Everything's fun except you're not allowed to. Maddie, get out.